Welcome to your home of possibilities, empowering conversations, fantastic music, chosen with you in mind. Fantastic Radio UK. Your music, your possibilities.
Malware, phishing, identity theft. Every day, cybercrime is getting cleverer, with criminals deploying new techniques that could damage your business. For example, this ad has been voiced by me, a professional actress, and me, a synthesized AI copy. Could you tell who was which? At Hiscox, it's this type of threat we make it our business to know. That's why our specialist business insurance helps you stay one step ahead of cybercrime. To find out more and to see what lines were real, go to hiscox.co.uk/one step ahead. Hiscox. Ever onwards.
It's been a horrific week for the people of Ukraine. We've watched on our screens the airstrikes, shelling, and bombardment take their toll on men, women, and children. The conflict is having devastating consequences. Hundreds of thousands of people are estimated to have left the country in recent days, and numbers continue to rise rapidly. People are queuing at borders, hungry, exhausted, often separated from loved ones. Many bring only what they can carry and are ill-equipped to face freezing temperatures. Others, still in Ukraine, have had to leave home to take shelter from the bombardment, living under curfew with little chance to buy food or get cash. Many homes are now destroyed or unsafe to live in. Essential services, schools and hospitals have been affected. It's estimated that if this situation continues, more than 7 million Ukrainians could be displaced. It's easy to feel powerless in the face of so much catastrophic human need, but you can help. The DEC Disasters Emergency Committee represents 15 of the UK's leading aid charities. Many are already working within Ukraine or neighbouring countries, preparing to scale up their operations. They can help provide food and water, warm clothes and blankets for many families in need, as well as vital medicine and medical equipment for those who are sick or have been injured. £10 could provide someone with a month's worth of essential hygiene supplies like soap, washing powder and medical masks. £20 could provide them with a month's worth of emergency food, and £50 could provide enough blankets for 4 families. You can give now online at dec.org.uk, or you can call 0370 60 60 900. That's 0370 60 60 900. Standard geographic charges from landlines and mobiles will apply. Or you can send a text. To donate £10, text the word HELP to 70150. Texts cost £10 plus your standard network message charge, and 100% of your donation will go to the DEC Ukraine Humanitarian Appeal. You must be 16 or over and have the bill payer's permission. For full terms and conditions and more information, go to dec.org.uk. Or you can write a cheque and make it payable to DEC Ukraine Humanitarian Appeal and post it to P.O. Box 999, London EC3A 3AA. Thank you.
Today could be a good day for a little reinvention. To switch the same old for bright and bold. Embrace your grey or even your pink. To go from dog walk to catwalk, or fragile to agile. From 2 to 3, or 3 to 4, or even 4 to 5. And we'll be here every step, salsa, and shimmy of the way as we've done some reinventing ourselves with thousands of new products and services. Boots feel good as new.
Cold is good. Cold keeps you awake, keeps you focused, keeps you alive. Cold is nothing a hot tea can't cure. Royal Marines Commando, it's a state of mind.
Fantastic Radio UK app is now available on most app stores.
What a beautiful, 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 beautiful morning. How are you today? How are you, my good friend? You are well? I am glad. I'm glad you're well, and I'm glad you excited to be here. You excited to be spending time with me, and I'm wonderfully excited to have you on the other side of the radio. Good morning to Fantastic Mornings. And good morning to you, my good friend, who will be listening on our YouTube channel or who come through to listen to us on all our platforms. You go on smart television, as in the Samsung smart television. You can listen to us live. If you go on Roku television, you can also listen to us. You go on Radio Garden, we are there. You go on Tuning Up, you should find us. We are there. We will soon be getting on other platforms. We're working on the backside. Preparation is on, and there's a lot of administrative stuff. There's a lot of thinking and conversations that is going on. I can promise you, the coming months are going to be beautiful. Are going to be good. Okay, the coming months are going to be good. Anyway, enough about me. How are you? Today being the 9th of March, 2022. How are you today? How are you spending time this morning? Are you going to work? Have you returned back to the office? You haven't? Or you're working from home? Okay. If you're working from home, I'm here with you. And if you're going on work, going to work, you're on a train, you are driving. For those who are driving, and will be able to listen to us. How do you do that? You ask. Okay, let me break it down. If you have the Samsung app, the Samsung radio app, we just went on there. The Samsung radio app on in your car, you can just download it on your app store. You just go on there and you search Fantastic Radio UK, and boom, you are listening to us. We're going high tech now. We're going on all these platforms. You can find us. You can find us on Roku television. Those who are working from home, if you want to listen to us, you go on Roku television and you will definitely find us. Enjoy us and let us know if you have any questions, you have any inquiries, how best we can be of service to you, or we can service your business, or we can add value to what you are doing. Please get in touch. All right, you can certainly get in touch. It's sales@fantasticradio.co.uk, or if there's a general inquiries, you go on at hello@fantasticradio.co.uk. I want to welcome you this morning to Self-Leadership Wednesday. Self-Leadership Wednesday. I really want to welcome you to this morning. Before we go any further, I want to say thank you to Kirsty and also Sina Hamidi for the work that these wonderful people are doing and making this whole production happen. Sina, good morning. And Kirsty, good morning to you. Kirsty hasn't been well, so Kirsty will be coming through on Monday. She will recover. She would have recovered throughout the weekend, and she will join us on Monday. So Kirsty, speedy recovery to you as we build and as we fly. She called me and said, "Called I can't make it. I'm not feeling well." I said, "Listen, chill, relax, take your time, rejuvenate. And when you're fit as a fiddle, you're coming and we make it happen." It was a gentleman called Israel Mo Ayivo. He said, self-leadership is about digging out your hidden endowment and making them known and useful to those who need it most. Oh. Do you like it? I do. Self-leadership is about digging out your hidden endowment and making them known and useful to those who need it most. I don't know who this gentleman is, Israel Mo Ayivo. I would have to find out, seek out how I can reach him. I love him to come one of these days, sharing with us his journey and why he drafted self-leadership. That's where he sort of defined it. But self-leadership very much, it's about, listen, let me not dive into it. I will come back later on and break it down what self-leadership is. But self-leadership very much is, it's a kind of a self, leading or leadings where you are consciously influencing your own thoughts and behavior in order to achieve your personal goals or the organizations or the organization that you work with. Self-leadership, as I said earlier on, is the ability to consciously influence your own thoughts and behavior in order to achieve your personal goals or your organizational objectives. I love it. I love it. So then personal could be your role as a father, your role as a husband, your role as an individual, your role as a mother, your role as a business person, your role as an entrepreneur, where you consciously, you are mindful of how you intentionally take action. Let me come back to you at some point as we have our conversation, because I've got a few things I've jotted out that I would love to share with you. But I love you to be mindful of that. And as we go and we unpack these conversations, I will break a few things down that we can also use in adding value to our lives. I want to say good morning to you. And for those who have just logged in or those who have coming to listen, I say good morning to you. 17 minutes past 7. And this brilliant Wednesday, Self-Leadership Wednesday, I want to welcome you to this beautiful, lovely Wednesday. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwako, and for the next 43 minutes, you are going to hang out with me and let's have this conversation going. Let's get some music. When we return, we get into self-leadership, what goes into it, and I will also recommend some books for you. Once again, I want to say thank you to Sina Hamidi and Kirsty Patrick, who are doing this brilliant work on the other side. Yesterday I forgot to mention to you, because yesterday we weren't here. Yesterday was the International Women's Day. And I wasn't on air, so we couldn't celebrate it. When we return, I will share my 2 cents of the International Women's Day and other things that I've also prepared for you. Let's do this music. Once again, I want to thank you for choosing Britain's home of possibilities. Let's do music. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way. You can listen to Fantastic Radio UK today on LG Smart TV.
Welcome back indoors to the all-new furniture and accessories range at Homebase with hundreds of new pieces to choose from. Homebase feels good to be home.
I had no qualifications.
Felt like I was going nowhere.
I didn't have the right skills.
Then I saw an ad for the Open University.
I thought I can do this
I could work whilst I was studying.
and look after my children.
Now I work for the RNLI.
I'm an accountant.
I've got a job I'm proud of. Get started now.
Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way. You can listen to Fantastic Radio UK today on LG Smart TV.
Hi, you're welcome back. Thank you so for choosing Britain's home of possibilities. My name is Kojo Bonti. I'm Waku 25 minutes past 7, and I'm glad that you were here. I'm really having a brilliant time, having a calm, relaxing, chilled pieces of music. Call this one Lazy Jack, and the piece of work that came out just a few minutes ago called Lazy Walk, and the artist is called Lazy Jack, I'm sorry. And the first one you had was Bird's Eye Blues, which is jazz music, relaxing and more calming. We had to come and just come up with content that we can, dissect and bring value to any of, all our listeners and people who are listening. I have Francis Jackson, who's listening to us. Francis Jackson, you're listening to us from Belfast. And he sends an email at bonti@fantasticradio.co.uk, and he said, "Hi, Kojo, good morning. I'm listening to you in Belfast. Like the conversation and love the calmness and the music that you were playing. I'm listening and I'm loving it. Good morning to you, James, and I'm glad that you do enjoy it. Again, I want to say thank you, and also for you who are listening across the world, for those of you who are listening again on our social media platforms, on Twitter and on Facebook and all our platforms. I want to say thank you for choosing Britain's home of possibilities. If you go on Twitter, you can find us on our social media platforms. We're going to do music, but before we do music, there's this definition that I crafted that I wanted to share with you. Self-leadership being the ability to consciously, mindfully, I prefer the word mindfully, influencing our own thoughts and our behavior to achieve our personal goals. Leadership has its own definitions. So there is leadership where we as individuals lead people. So leadership as in parents leading their children, leadership as in businesses leading industries and taking people through that stage where they can discover themselves and add value to people's lives. But I want to really focus on the personal, the self-leadership slant of it. And that is why I want to sort of drilling and see how we can find our way around it. Self-leadership very much is our ability to consciously, mindfully, intentionally influence our own thoughts. As we've been sharing and as we've been dissecting personal development and everything that comes with moving our lives further, it's vital and crucially important to recognize that our thoughts are consistently being engaged by several things. We have the matrimonial for those who are married. We have the business for those who are running their own business. We have work. We have several things that tends to compete for our attention, and we can easily, or we tend to easily, or some of us can easily forget to not achieve our objectives. And our objectives could be, sitting down with the kids doing your homework, reaching out to your mother who hasn't been well for some time, seeing how you can add that value to them, or how you can even help with a local charity. What is it that you can do that you are hoping to do, that because you haven't been leading yourself accurately, you are not doing it right? It could be an objective of you reading a book a week. I have a friend who said to me his plan was to read a book, one book in a week. No, one book in a week. Good morning, Darren. Then he said to me, look, I haven't been able to live up to it. I asked why, and he said, I haven't been disciplined. Discipline is cardinal when it comes to self-leadership. Discipline is quite vital when it comes to leadership. Seeing things through, ability to control your own thought, right? Your own thought, having that time and moment to control your own thought, right? Thought control. Sometimes you have to take a day or a second in a day, right? And just rest your mind, rest your thoughts, and remove, right? You remove yourself from where you are, and you find different things that can help you move things further. Self-leadership allows you to spend the time to navigate your journey through life. Self-leadership comes when you take personal responsibility, right? So leadership can, as I said, can be defined as in leading people and getting things done. I get it. But this time I'm dealing with you leading yourself and getting things done. You've been wanting to write a book, And you keep promising yourself for many, many, many months. Why haven't you done that? Could it be you're not leading yourself right? Sit yourself down. That sounds quite instructive, but sit down and spend some time. Is that good? Sit down and spend some time with yourself and see how you can direct your thoughts. It helps when you scribble stuff. It helps when you scribble stuff and your thoughts goes on the paper. Then from there you can move things further. Am I coming through? Did I just make any? Did you get it? I got it. I do it. I do it. I don't come here to share stuff with you that I haven't practiced. I don't come here to share anything with you that I haven't put to work. Right? It's something that I do, and I tend to want to come in and also share with you on Fantastic Mornings. Once again, I want to welcome you. And for those who are going to be joining us later on all our social media platforms, thank you. And I want to thank you for choosing Britain's home of possibilities. I want to really read Israel Ayevo's piece on self-leadership. And when we come back after me reading this, I would love to dig it. And I've got a few books that I've got listed. Simon Sinek, the gentleman that wrote, Your Why book, he's done another one that you can look at, and other books that I've prepared. Another one is called Thrive. I will share with you the 7 steps. I will share with you when we return. But this is what Israel Mo Ayevo said. Self-leadership is about digging out your hidden endowment and making them known and useful to those who need it most. I love this. I love this. I love this. Whoever knows Israel, please let him know that I want to talk to him. I love this. Self-leadership is about digging out your hidden endowment. Within us lies our own gold mine. That space where we have ideas, our thoughts, our ambitions, our possibilities, and making them known and useful to those who need it most. Making it known, I guess, and for me, my understanding to making it known is bringing it to the fore. Making people aware of it. It could be in business, it could be at work, it could be a church, it could be a mosque, it could be at a shrine, it could be among your friends. Making that sense of endowment, that greatness, that execution, that thing, that hope, that desire, that wish, making that wish happen, making them known and useful to those who need it. A lady friend of mine who has been working in the city for a while, and during the COVID time, the company got restructured, so she had to take some time away and develop different habits and different competences. I asked her what she was doing about a few weeks ago, and he said to me, guess what, Kojo? I'm volunteering for a charity helping young girls who are going through abuse. I said, what do you mean? He said, I'm volunteering with my time. I said, how many days you doing this? I'm doing 2 days. Right. 1, I was surprised. 2, I felt, why are you doing it? And she said, I just quickly realized how I can add value to other people. And I felt that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. She isn't being paid at all, but she's adding value to other people's lives. She said, I go in there and I meet young women who are going through a very dark period in their lives. 1, I see how lucky I am or how fortunate I have been. But again, I'm also able to add value to people's lives. That is her endowment, that is her hopes, those are her possibilities, maximizing it, but she's adding value to people's lives. The benefits that we get in stepping out with self-leadership, sometimes it's not necessarily money. It could be quite intrinsic. What is it that you have to do? What is it that you have to master that you haven't tried? Or you haven't even started? What is it that you're thinking of doing, but you're scared? I remember one of my business coaches said to me, what is it that you would do if fear was not the option, if fear wasn't present? What is it that you would do if fear, right, wasn't present? That's interesting. Let's do music for 36 minutes past 7. When we return, I will break down and list 2 books that you can get when it comes to self-leadership. I've read it, loved it, and I will suggest you go get it. Let's do music. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwako. You can get in touch with me at bonti@fantasticradio.co.uk. Good morning to you and welcome to the home of possibilities. Let's do music.
The biggest secret in life is that there is no big secret. Whatever your goal, you can get there if you're willing to work.
Fantastic Radio UK. Your vision, your possibilities.
I didn't do well in my exams.
I didn't think uni was for me.
I wanted to start earning.
Then Dad told me about the Open University.
I could fit study around my job.
Stay in my hometown and learn at my own pace.
Now I'm a recycling officer.
I'm a software developer.
I run my own business. Get started now.
Ambition. It wants to change your world. It's inspired so many to become so much more and will push you to be at your best. Feed it and make when you work, work for you and show life that you want to move things forward. Ready? Set your ambition free with the Open University. It's your greatest weapon. It can overcome hunger. It can beat heat. It can eradicate pain. It can control anger.
you'll learn how to use it. So will your brothers. Royal Marines Commando. It's a state of mind. You may already have it. Visit Royal Marines Online.
It is time for celebration. Oh. 30 years bustling with goodness. Eh. The challenge can never ever stop us. You can't underrate us. You can't underrate. Bustling with so much greatness. Enjoy our world of
Connect with Kojo on Twitter at BontiAmoako or on email bonti@fantasticradio.co.uk.
Very much so. Good morning to you. I'm so glad you were here with us and having this conversation with us this morning. It's a Wednesday morning, Self-Leadership Wednesday. Taking time to be mindful and leading yourself into your objectives, your grace, your hopes, your dreams, and everything you're working towards. I'm so glad you were here and you and getting this conversation going. I hope you're well. How is the family doing? They're well? How is the mister doing? And how is the missus? How are the kids doing? He's good? Okay, I'll go into the first book then. The first book I recommend for self-leadership is The 9 Types of Leader. It's written by James Ashton. How the leaders of tomorrow can learn from the leaders of today. That's the first book. The 9 Types of Leader. That's the first book, right? It deals with the steps and the processes that one would have to look at. That's the first book. If you have it on the screen, it will come on the screen. For those who will listen to us or those who are listening and not be able to watch us, it's called The 9 Types of a Leader, right? How the leaders of tomorrow can learn from the leaders of today. And the author is James Ashton. That's the first book. Let's do music. When we do the music, when we return, I will make sure we have it on our screen and we can get things going. Once again, I want to welcome you and I want to thank you for choosing Britain's home of possibilities. Please, let's do music. We'll be right back after this.
This is an intercultural exchange and an intercontinent experience. Fantasticradio.co.uk, home of possibilities.
Look at your hands. Look at them. Look how far they've come. They've grown. They've learnt. They've loved. They've lost. They've loved again. Your hands have worked, struggled, created and mastered. They worked hard for this. It was worth it. With World Remit, you can instantly send money abroad, knowing that you're in safe hands. World Remit. Money in safe hands.
Hello, I'm a fraudster, and I'm going to scare the living daylights out of more than 1 in 5 of you. Your online password is...
Adding numbers, capitals and symbols makes your password stronger.
Set your business free with Starling Bank and sign up straight from your phone. No paper forms, no queuing in branches, no hassle. Download the app and join Starling, winner of Best British Bank 4 years running.
Intimate itch feels bad enough. What's worse, it can happen anywhere. Vagisil Max Strength Anti-Itch Wipes relieve itch fast. It's the strongest medicine you can buy in a wipe. No wonder more women trust it. Vagisil, the experts in intimate health.
Your logic will get you from A to B. However, your imagination will take you everywhere. This is Britain's Fantastic Radio UK. Your dreams, your possibilities.
Hey, you're very much welcome. Your dreams, your possibilities. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwako. I am glad that you are on the other side of the radio, having time with us and you enjoying. Good morning to you. So glad you were here. If you were celebrating your birthday today, you are in good company. You are in company with my very friend's daughter, Isabel Charles. Isabel Charles turns 24 today. Isabel Charles turns 24 today. Beautiful young woman who I saw growing up, and today she is 24. And sometimes she calls me uncle. Now, first of all, I say, listen, you're a big girl, so call me by first name. He goes, no, I can't do that. I want to call you uncle. Okay. Today, Isabel turns 24 today, and I wish her happy birthday. I can't come through today, but again, over the weekend, I'll certainly coming and we sit and we talk and eat something beautiful. Her father has been my friend for many years, and this beautiful young lady growing up, pursuing, law and becoming a solicitor and striving. I remember when she had gone to university, she going to university a few years ago. Isabel, is amazing how the years have set road in, isn't it? I remember when she was preparing to go to university, and we were talking, sitting in their place and having a chat. And I called her Bella. I said, look, what is it that you would want to say? Listen, after this, I'll go to law school. I want to be a barrister and I'll do this. And her sense of determination, her sense of focus, her sense of self-leadership is phenomenal. So Isabel, good morning to you and happy 24th birthday. I wish you all the best. And over the weekend, we will all congregate and have a beautiful feast. All right? We will all congregate and have a beautiful feast. So today, I celebrate your birthday, and with everyone who listens to us today on the 9th of March, 2027. Your birthday is today, and those of our listeners who are listening, who celebrate your birthday, I want to wish you happy birthday. Let's go to the first book, go to the second book, and go to the third book, and I will bid you goodbye. The first book is The 9 Types of Leader, How the Leaders of Tomorrow Can Lead from the Leaders of Today. It's written by James Ashton. That's the first book. The first book is The 9 Types of a Leader, How the Leaders of Tomorrow Can Lead from the Leaders of Today. The second book is Find Your Why, right? Find Your Why. Find Your Why. Find Your Why comes very much from Find Your Why comes from the gentleman who wrote the book on why, finding your why, and the gentleman who is Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek deals with this book, but he breaks it down systematically how to find it, systematically how you can identify the spaces and how you can navigate, and spending time with yourself and understanding your purpose, discovering your purpose, discovering you and your team, how you can find your why, right? You know, finding your why. Simon Sinek deals with it. The third book is by it's called The 7 Steps to Successful Self-Leadership. This is the book I loved so much, right? He takes his time, George Wilkinson takes his time to break it down, unpack it slowly. What I've talked about, the intentionality, the focus that we would have to have in leading ourselves, George Wilkinson breaks it down, right? He breaks it down systematically how we can do this and how you and I can advance our personal lives and also where we work and who and the people we add value to. It's 54 minutes past 7. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwako. If you are free tomorrow evening, I suggest you go on www.thecoachingport. Rashid Ogularu and Dennis Nurse is having a beautiful conversation on how coaches and people who run coaching business can go on to business and add value to their customers, and how they can also make it a profitable enterprise. So if you are a coach and in any way, shape, or form looking at how you can advance yourself and how you can add value to people's life, I'll suggest you go on www.thecoachingport.com. Thecoachingport.com, and every information is there. You go on that website and you can register. It's free, by the way. It's free. There are products on the website that you have to pay for, but this particular event is free, and you'll be able to pick up and learn from these great people who I have come to love. If you watch Holmes, Denise is a solicitor. Denise is a solicitor, a barrister? I think it's a solicitor. Yeah, Denise is a solicitor. But Denise used to be on television on BBC, and she's gone into coaching now, and she's going to come through on Monday. On tomorrow, on the 10th of March. And she's having this beautiful conversation with Rashid Ogularu. It's going to be very conversational, where we can learn and we can also drink from their fountain. Let's do music. When we return, I will share with you my last tip, and after that, we'll bid ourselves goodbye. I want to thank you for choosing Britain's home of possibilities. Once again, welcome to Fantastic Radio UK. Let's do music.
The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Trust your intuition and take action. Fantastic Radio UK is now available on all app stores.
Uber Eats? One spicy tuna poke bowl, crispy onions. Salmon teriyaki salad, veggie gyozas. Chicken gyozas, edamame beans. 4 miso soups. Sweet and spicy Korean wings. A sleeve of yogurt-coated rice cakes. Yeah. Sweet chili chicken. Gluten-free noodles.
Nice.
4 lychee and rose bubble teas.
Yes!
3 ginger kombuchas.
Yes!
And a chocolate matcha brownie. Chocolate matcha brownie. Uber Eats. Bring it.
Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action develops confidence and courage. You can enjoy Fantastic Radio UK now on the TuneIn app. Fantastic Radio UK. Your music, your possibilities.
Hey, we are just about to say goodbye and bid each other goodbye. But I want to thank you. I have enjoyed my short time with you today. I am promising you we'll be coming Friday, Monday, Wednesday, and next Friday. I have just had a text come through say, can you please go over the books again? Listen, we're just about to just go, you could always watch back, but I'll go over it. It goes, the first one goes, it's the 7 steps to successful self-leadership. Right, that's the 7 steps to successful self-leadership. Thank you, Sina. That's the first one. The second one is find your why, a practical guide for discovering purpose for you and your team. So leadership, as I said earlier on, is not just leading a people or leading people. Right, that is another branch of leadership. But self-leadership, as our focus today, is you being intentional in leading yourself, getting things done, and promising and taking the steps that you have to take in making things happen for you and also people around you. All right, let's do the last one. The last book is The 9 Types of a Leader, how the leaders of tomorrow can learn from the leaders of today. That is a book from James Ashton. Have I been of value to you this morning? I hope that our conversation this morning has been useful. I pray and hope that this morning's conversation is added value to everything that you're going to do today. Within your work, within your relationship, within your business, within your friends, and with everything that you do. Don't forget, it will be about the music, but very much about your possibilities. Possibilities ranging the 360 degrees human being, your body, soul, and spirit. That is what we seek to do in here. If I could read and reread what Israel Aivo said, I love this. He said, self-leadership is about digging out your hidden endowment and making them known and useful to those who need it most. On this note, I want to say thank you. Thank you for making the time and coming through and spending time with us. You get the books and let's lead ourselves. Don't forget, it's been Kojo Bonti Amwako, and it has been the Self-Leadership Wednesday feature. And I hope we have a good time at the coming Friday and the other subsequent weeks. In the coming weeks, my guests are all lined up that we will come in and share stuff with you and add value to you. Once again, I want to say thank you to Sina Hamidi and also for Kirsty, who's been doing this production and making this whole thing work. We build it as we fly. It's been Kojo once again, and thank you for choosing Britain's home of possibilities. Have a good and a wonderful and a productive day. Go and practice self-leadership. Bye-bye for now. Bye.
The empowering conversations with our guests, the riveting music we share with you. Thank you for choosing Fantastic Radio UK, home of possibilities.